What did you just type, Mike? I don't even know what you typed. Hold on. Let's just get started, actually. Yep, just started. Let me get some stuff done. I haven't done Croc at all, actually. Has 3125 Civil War been resolved? I think that is, yeah. Fortunately. I'm not sure if they're gonna fight us, of course. This is 3125 down here. They already have 4 forts building. I think they're okay. They have how many forts building? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I count that right? How many forts do we have? Yeah, it's a little hard to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6, 7. Oh, we have 8 forts building. English on top. I know what you mean, English on top. All right. Hold position. I've just been busy. CC Nevsky. Mobilization. Yeah, I just got on the game. Speed ups, keys, TP, stone, food actually. Chests, these things, expansion. What haven't I done? William, what's right? There we go. TP, William. Yeah, VP, it's recovery. What do you mean? It's my recovery, KVK. 3 heads here. That's good. And mobilization rewards feel so good to claim. We're currently off season, and I need to open my thing in 1 second. I see that comment though. Faded number 9. We're currently off season and we'll enter farm KVK soon. I'm joking about the sort of farm KVK. We don't have actual farm KVK, but it's a joke, BP. I promise it's a joke. All right. Promise. This isn't actually a recovery KVK. I think this will be probably a pretty hard KVK once we get into Kingsland. But until then, it'll be a recovery KVK. Until then. Why can't I see my stream? Hold on. Hello, Samarth. I think I've seen you before, Samarth. Hello. What march has the most kills in your collection? So currently, I'll show you right now. Currently, it's my Nevsky with 113 mil kills. It's also split between my Joan Prime, who has 112 mil, because I use that pairing. The kills are split between primary and secondary commanders. So in total, between like this march alone, I have 125 mil 225 mil kills between my Nevsky Joan march. It's definitely my highest out of all. Scipio's at 81 mil about right now. So Nevsky Joan is definitely my highest in terms of kills. I should be building my mine. Let's show this also. Three streamers are on. Where is the bus driver? I guess he's not home. Maybe he runs a fitness gym, I think. So maybe he's too busy right now. Doesn't need to recover. He already has a lot of resources. This is pretty low, actually. Jump to your KD Discord. Smart dev. Jump to my KD Discord? Are you someone in my KD? Who are you? Smart dev, who are you? Oh, I see bus driver. Yeah, he's on oh, you guys are on Photo stream? Oh. I mean, I could join Photo stream, but let's just do this for now. Maybe I'll jump in Photo stream like an hour or so. I don't know how long Photo streaming, but I usually don't stream that much compared to other people, so when I'm on, I'll just do this. Smart Dev, who are you in? Are you in 2268? Who are you, Smart Dev? Are you Ross? What's his name? What's his name? What's that guy's name in our kingdom? BP makes me play at gunpoint. Is that you, Smart Dev? Not me, they're having fun. Oh, on Pluto? Yeah. Pluto streams are usually good. For some reason, I thought you were someone else. Smart Dev. Start chaining barbs? I don't chain, actually. Believe it or not. I just gather gems. I've been looking at chat too much to gather gems. There's like nothing here, though. There's one right there. That one. There's a lot of people that chain in our kingdom, actually, so. I have gear and Sunduk. Oh. Farmer's here. Only farmer. Don't do it, it's a trap. KD Discord is full on baboon mode. No, I mean, if Pluto's streaming, you guys are pretty tame, right? Because Pluto tells us not to be racist in there, so, you know, we gotta listen to Pluto, unfortunately, right? So, baboon chat does get wild, at times, right? I don't see many gem nodes right now. Probably at the random again. We'll see, though. I random TP a lot to find gems, also. I don't see many right now. Alright. First thing always do is get your mind to 25 also. Wait, BP, by the way, what was I gonna say? Yo, BP, when are we finishing this? Are we finishing this ASAP? The Black Panther, are you still here? I'm gonna tag you on Discord if you don't respond. Are we gonna finish this first Chronicle really fast? Or what? This is a question for BP. To buy courier also. Man, I'm so behind right now. Came home late today. Hopefully. Okay, good, because that does take me a while to. That does give me better tech. It took me 1 year, but I finally got the 3 mana marches. Now working on Huo William. Yeah, Faded. I think that's generally the best course. I don't think Belisarius Prime is that good if you're using only 4 marches. You really get the use out of it at 5 marches. You search for your gem nodes fully zoomed in like that. That's how I normally do it, yeah. What's your opinion on Belly Prime? So, what's your name? Muo. I made a video on that actually just recently, yesterday. I think if you don't want to watch the whole video, that's okay. But like, if my thoughts are only, it's really good if you have 5 field marches, because at 4 you don't get the full value out of the expertise. It's sort of a commander that you have to expertise if you want to use, because if you don't have the expertise, I don't think the commander is that inherently good. Like, the skills sort of just seem like they mashed together some of the worser comms. Like, the better abilities of some comms have made it worse. So I think it's a decent commander. It's a little squishy though, and I think it's really only good if you use 5 or more marches. I think I might invest in it personally. It's still too soon to say, because I want to wait for the Cav Garrison first, obviously. But I do think Wales will be running it, and especially older accounts also will be running it, because if they have enough heads saved up and enough marches, it's a pretty good option in my opinion. I do opposite, completely zoomed out. Really? Can you see it that well when you zoom out? I guess you can, but I mean, I just like playing zoomed in. That's just sort of my style, but let's see. I usually don't go more than 50 meters from my base, and I just wait for more to spawn. There's one here, actually. Pretty long walk. Gotta keep forgetting to upgrade my mine. Always do mine to 25, guys. Good practice. I have to send my defense in Canyon also. Soup YSG. Like Boudica. What do I want to do here? Aethel Armin or something. I'm doing some weird stuff. That's okay. I don't have a 5th March right now, so let's just do Aethel Herman frontline, honestly. Yeah, sure. The rest are just my meta marches. Trying to not hit people from my kingdom. It's 2 to 6, 8. Yeah, it is. Wouldn't Huo William Nev Joan be better? Yeah, I believe so also. Huo, I don't think Belisarius Prime makes like the what's it called? Like the top 3 marches. Currently the top 3 marches are probably still gonna be Nev Joan, Scipio William, and Zhuge Liang. I even think Huo William probably might still be better. It's up to, I think, different people, because I think the benefits that what's it called? Belisarius' expertise offers is huge. Oh shit, I didn't hit skip battle. I don't think Belisarius is inherently a strong commander until I lost that battle. I forgot I don't have my gear yet. I don't think Belisarius is really a strong commander without his expertise also. I think he's a good commander. That's my boy Arctic. Because he benefits so much more from William than Belly Prime. Yeah, William, I really like what William brings to your marches, but at the same time, that's probably why I'm running 3 Cav marches now. Once Belisarius comes out, I'm probably going to be running Nev Joan, probably Huo Belly, and maybe like something, maybe the Cav Garrison with William. So that's mainly where I'm at right now, like sort of what I'm deciding on. What else do we have here? Yeah, maybe I can chain with like 1 or 2 marches, but I hate chaining, honestly. God, it's gonna take a while to click through all this crap. You know, 166 also is our allies last KVK, so we have pretty good relations with 166 this KVK. Seawell mentioned Belly's expertise skill is broken. It's actually a 12% all damage with 5 marches, which is pretty significant in my opinion. 12% all damage on all your marches. It's basically like a debuff, so it's always sort of there. So as long as you're hitting with Belly, you'll have that debuff. Or anybody else's bellies should also count. Like 12% all damage feels pretty crazy to me. Like 12% all damage on all your marches. So obviously the more marches, you need to have at least 5 marches hitting that target with Belly to get that buff, right? But I think it's pretty good. God, I hate chaining. I'll do a little bit because I'm bored though. Let's see. Let's just throw my Scipio gear on that. Oh, my Nevsky gear back here. Wonder how bad the bars will kill me though. I have a decent chain right here. Let's just do I only have 5-1-1 Richard also. Richard and let's just do YSG. Richard YSG. What is stratagems again? Oh, it did this stuff. Can I pick it right now? I can. Support. This one is OP. You can change it. I need to do more research on this. I remember Stratagems is sort of a unique mode. Justinian William is better. I wouldn't use a Cav Garrison in the open field, just my opinion though. Yeah, Justinian William is good, but I'm waiting until we see the next gen Cav, right? The next gen Cav should come with Belly Prime also. So we'll see what they release, because I'm sure Belly Prime is only one Cav commander they're releasing. That's the open field. They usually release a rally or garrison, and we expect a garrison to come as well. But we don't know how good it is yet, right? But I assume it'll be like on par with Gorgo. We've seen Gorgo also be used in open field for infantry. I think it'll be on par with Gorgo somewhat. Maybe even better, who knows, because Cav is sort of OP. Hitting 10 bill KP this KVK? Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not that far away at all. I'm only 650 mil away, so I'm not far away at all right now. A lot of friends in this KVK. This guy's from 1235, my old kingdom. I want 3rd Cav March currently. I'm running Nev, William, Huo Joan. I don't know who I should pair with Belly. So, obviously it's too soon. The commanders are not even out. So I wouldn't really comment on who is probably the best. Belly looks pretty squishy though. He only has 25% defense. Huo has 30% defense, and even Huo feels pretty squishy to me. So, most likely I'll be pairing Belly with someone like, yeah, maybe Justinian, maybe even Mehmed, Mehmed. How do you pronounce the name? Because I just want someone that can give more stats, like health or something, to that march. Justinian is not even skilled that well. Let me see. I swear I have Justinian. Did I scroll past it? Oh, let me just filter. Yeah, here he is. I have like 90 heads and unlock, so not that far in. I think Justinian will work pretty well with Belly, just because he gives like the health that Belly needs to survive on the field. I'm eating. I'm just eating orange, like cuties. What's it called? Cuties, oranges, mandarins. What do you call them? Clementines. There's like many words you can use. Sorry if it's noisy. Should I get Attila or Justinian to pair with them? Should I run with Mina Expertise or with XY5511? Oh, your best option there is definitely Justinian, in my opinion. God, I hate chaining. Please let me get this chain off. So definitely Justinian is your best option, I'd say, out of those. XY5511. XY is not even like good in the meta anymore. It's just too squishy and honestly feels like it melts, so I'm not gonna get that, am I? I'm just gonna kill this one. Should I use Guan and Deluge? I want 2nd Infomarch, and my first is Luce Alex, and I'll pair Guan with Scipio. I don't think Guan will be around that long, so obviously I think the next gen infantry will sort of replace Guan entirely, in my opinion. So that's just my opinion, of course. I don't think it's necessarily right. I need a rune for this one. This is going way too slow. Let me get nice popped freaking research speed. Hold on. 15% AP. The building rune. Give me a sec. Just gonna check the runes. What I usually like to do is look for like runes also when I'm doing stuff. Training rune, AP. Building rune. Building rune. No. I wouldn't bother with Guan from Daily. Sorry to answer the question. Because I think eventually Guan will get replaced and it'll be very soon. And honestly, 3 infantry marches is frankly terrible. I don't think 3 infantry marches will ever be good unless next gen infantry is really, really busted. Oh, there's a 10% rune. I want that. On second Inf March, honestly, I would just go faded for faded. I would just go Scipio Luce in one march. It's not worth it to do two mid marches. By mid, I mean like not trading well. I used Scipio Mehmet and it was like a good filler march, like something that was just there. But it doesn't really get enough kills for me to justify like saying you should stick with that march for a long time or even go two infantry marches. The game still seems to be Cav centered. Like Cav is still going to be strong going forward. But we don't know exactly how. That's a decent chain down there. We don't know how exactly strong the next gen infantry commanders will be, obviously. They could be very good, but I'm assuming. The thing is with infantry commanders, it's probably going to be leaning more towards smite, right? And Cav and archers are leaning more toward wedge or skill damage commanders. So it's interesting to see just because there's Scipio and Guan both who deal skill damage, and only Luce and Gorgo who deal smite damage. So infantry pairings are gonna be weird going forward, because it'll be most likely only smite commanders that are coming out for new gen infantry. But with Cav and archers, it'll be skill damage or wedge commanders basically. Surprised Attila got a museum and not Guan. Yeah, I'm surprised also actually. But yeah, I was reading the patch notes earlier. There goes all my KVK stuff. I don't think Attila even needed a relic, even Takeda. Alright, this is excessive, giving both Attila and Takeda museum buffs. Like, I understand. No, I don't even understand actually. They're pretty strong, so I don't even know why the purpose of giving them a relic is. I think what would have been best is if they gave some of the older commanders like their tier 2 relics. I know they gave Constantine, Charles, Alex, Richard, and Pyrrhus, but they should have given Tomi. I think a lot of people wanted the Tomi relic. Where is it? Tomi's like right after Alex. The Tomi relic, which gives march speed and attack, march speed and health. Tomi relic would have been really nice for a lot of people, but can't have it all, I guess. Who is 2429? Okay. Lost Kingdom chat is alone. Lunch. I might just run 4 marches then until new infantry commander comes out. Yeah, I mean, it's better for quality over quantity, and frankly, infantry is still not in a good spot in my opinion. Like, infantry is still, like, in shambles right now. Archers still have pretty decent pairings. Man, it takes forever to kill barbarians with trash tech. Archers still have good pairings. Infantry feels very limited in the pairings. And the pairings don't even feel good for infantry, honestly. Oh, don't go that way. AT is going to be really strong now. Yeah, I think it'll be really strong. I mean, the problem with AT is people also use it for city hopping. And that's annoying enough. So I'm sure the relic will help like city hoppers be more annoying. I was upgrading this also. Do you Attila would be broken again depending on the relic? For field, I mean, you know about Warriors Unbound, like the artifact KVKs? I think Attila will be very strong in the artifact type KVKs, where you can put the artifact changing like the troop type. I think a lot of people were using Gorgo Attila, just because it's like really hard to swarm Gorgo Attila. So yeah, I think in artifact KVKs, Attila would be incredibly strong, just because there's like no potential to swarm a Gorgo Attila structure. Because that I feel like it depends how good the relic is, obviously, but I'm assuming it'll be probably something with defense. Probably not march speed. It's going to be something with defense, I'm assuming. I think 3 cav will be Nev Joan, just Belly and Huo with YSG swapped. with YSG swapped. I'm not sure why you're including YSG in your cav marches, but yeah, I think 3 cav will be very strong, but the main issue is you need to be running at least 5 marches to use belly, in my opinion. Like, if you don't run 5 marches, you're not getting like much value out of the belly, in my opinion. I think it's a 9% all damage at 4 marches hitting, so assuming you're swarming with 4 marches, you're only getting 9% when you should be getting 12% of 5 or more marches. I need to get a title, hold on. Title. Give me a sec. Title. Is our title bot not on? Yeah, our title bot's not on yet. When can I get a higher score? Pop-Tart, I'm not sure what you mean. Left Day Spartan, what's up, dude? Maybe I should have worked on a 3rd set of cav gear instead of infantry. Yeah, I think... obviously, it's because I have at least one of each troop type first that I'm deciding to go 3 cav. I think you should at least build out one of each troop type before going 3 cav. So, it's not smart to go 3 cav if you don't at least have at least all the maxed meta pairs. So I have Scipio Luce, I have Herman Zook, and I have Nev Joan. At that point, I decided I want to do Huo William just because I want the rage buff from William, which I think is one of the strongest things in the game. This rage buff is insane with William. And then I saw Belisarius come out, and I was like, that all damage buff looks really spicy, especially if you're using 5 marches. That all damage buff looks very good. Obviously, a lot of people I think were disappointed with Belly though. Maybe they were expecting more, but I thought, you know, for older players like me or Wales, I think it's a good option in my opinion. A Courier already fished. Courier. One sec. Sucks how most YouTubers are in the same kingdom now. I mean, we're not that many YouTubers. We're like, I mean, honestly, yeah. I just started streaming like recently, so and making content. But Bus Driver did recently migrate here. I migrated here after the 1960 KVK in 2268, and yeah, Ploto's been here a while. Only Farmer also migrated in recently, and you know the story about Chiskel. So, I mean, the reason a lot of people came to 2268, I think, is it's a lot of what people were looking for. So the nice thing is we're one alliance currently. We were recently in like 3 or 4 alliances after before the 1960 KVK. We downgraded. One alliance is a lot nicer just because, you know, you get all these chests in one alliance. And also 2268 is basically all American. So we basically not all American, all like North American. So we are all in like a similar time zone. So we're all like sort of speaking English. We're all awake when each other's awake and we're all talking to each other. So I think a lot of people sort of like being in 2268 because it has a lot of what they are looking for. The KVK where you switch commander troop type, I forgot it. There's actually Stratagems also has artifact. Warriors Unbound has artifact, and Tides of War also has artifact, I believe. So there's 3, maybe more than 3 KVK modes that have the artifact KVK where you can switch the troop type. I think the new KVK mode, I forgot what the name is, the Invictus has something called the Curio mechanic, which is, what is it again? It's like you can convert siege to any troop type in Curio. I haven't done enough research into Curio though. It's a part of the new mode, the Alliance Invictus mode. I would run Nev Joan, Justinian Belly, Huo YSG, Zook Herman, Scipio Lu. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. Of course you're missing William. I think William will still be relevant in this meta. William is just, it's hard to get rid of William. It's so hard to get rid of William because of all the utility he brings. It's just, until you start using William, I don't think you realize how good it is. I also thought William was like sort of a bad commander just because of his AoE. His like AoE is sort of wonky. He doesn't do much damage inherently, but once you realize just how much value he brings, especially if you're running like 4 marches like I am, the difference is huge, honestly. If you're spending, I think William will still be relevant going forward. Let me work on the mine. Titlebot is such a bliss to have in Kingdom. That's my main priority for migrating to new kingdoms. Titlebot is it's very, I'd say, I don't think you should allow people to give titles or be online to give titles constantly. It's sort of a waste. Like, I understand the devs are like, oh, it's against terms of service to do Titlebot, but like, do they really expect people to be staring at their screens all day waiting for people to post, oh, please give me title here and please give me title there? I mean, it's unreasonable, in my opinion. And all these pop-ups and stuff. Big coins to have. Is that done? 26 helps. Hello Socks, I'm free-to-play player. KVK2 will end soon and about to enter KVK3. May I ask what SLC Cav commander pair should I get first? Thanks and more power to you. So for Michael Doroteo, if you're entering KVK3 and you're focusing on a commander pair, I would still wait for the Garrison commander we're going to see, because I think Garrison commanders can have use in the field like we saw with Gorgo. Currently, the best meta pair is still Nevsky Joan, and I've been using Nevsky for Joan for a long time. I can say it's a very good invest. This may change, of course, with the Cav Garrison. It's possible it's somehow better than Nevsky, I'll be honest, but I don't see it being better than Nevsky. Honestly, Nevsky still seems like the best commander going forward. Like, we saw Belisarius' Prime's abilities. They do not match up to Nevsky. They're sort of... Belisarius' Primes are more like a buffer march, if anything. They buff your other marches. But, there's Ploto. Ploto? Yeah, it's Ploto chaining. Wait, where's he going? It's a long march. Ploto's going. Yeah, I think Nev Joan will still be the best Cav march going forward. But, of course, we still have to wait for the Garrison commander to see. And I think it's still a safe invest. You might not need to max Joan. I'd say if you get Joan to a 5-5-1-5 configuration, that's good enough for Joan. Nevsky needs max, though. Nevsky needs max and expertise. Let's do that. I want to start my first cavalry march. Which would be better, Huo Joan or Nevsky Joan? As a single march, Huo Joan does trade better than Nevsky Joan, but I'd say Nevsky Joan is just better. I have seen people use Huo Joan. C-Will also sort of recommended Huo Joan. I think the problem with using Huo Joan is that it sort of makes you not use Nevsky, and Nevsky, I would say, is probably the best Cav commander right now. So if you use Huo Joan, the problem is your second Cav march is probably going to be Nevsky William or Nevsky Belisarius, who knows. But I don't think Nevsky Belisarius will be a good march. So if you have Nevsky William as a second Cav march, that's a really bad trading march, generally. Nevsky William does not trade well, doesn't do much damage. So you have one good march, which is Huo Joan, but you have a second bad Cav march, assuming you invest in Nevsky, which is Nevsky William. So I would go Nevsky Joan, and then as a second Cav march, I would go Huo William. But that might change. Who knows? Huo, Belisarius. I don't know what the current... We'll see what we have going forward for cavalry. But right now, Nevsky Joan and Huo William seem like they're pretty good right now. And that's what I'd advise most players to do. Not many barbs here. God, I know what Ploto's walking. You see all these people running around chaining. Our kingdom chains a lot. There's a few here. Up here. I think YSG's 50% skill damage is insane. William is much better, though. Yeah, YSG's 50% skill damage is good, but it only applies to that march. The reason why William is so good is it just buffs all your marches, right? So, especially if you run a lot of marches like me, I run 4, probably gonna run 5. That rage buff on William is very OP. Also, William has... I didn't even really... this port is not as important to me. It removes the... if you hit the target's William's active skill, it cannot benefit from boosts that increase skill damage. So that's also nice, but that's not something I'm really focused on. I'm mainly focused on the rage buff which William gives, which I think is crazy. Do you think 1824 uses fort bots? For an old kingdom, their activity is crazy. No, I don't. They looked okay. I'm not gonna accuse anybody of botting, first of all, because unless I have legitimate proof, I'm not gonna accuse anybody. Like, for instance, I've seen the players from Blackjack that bought, but unless I see actual proof, I'm not gonna accuse anyone of anything. Guilty until proven innocent, alright? Guilty until proven innocent. Let's do it at that. But yeah, they were pretty crazy activity-wise. They actually did beat us in the Marauder Fort stage. But it is also one thing to note, 1824 is a 2 alliance kingdom. We are a 1 alliance kingdom, so they do have a lot more members to do Barb Forts with than us. We only have 1 alliance to do it with. They have 2, so I'm not going to accuse them of anything right now. Should I expertise Hool or 5554? I think you should definitely max it if you can, but expertise is up to you. I've heard people say you can go either way. You definitely want max because you get like 5% more defense and 5% skill damage. Healing factor's not that relevant. Once you max it, I heard it's expertise. The difference between expertise and no expertise is like small. I will never do it, but I heard it's small. I'm not gonna do it, of course, but whether you want to do it, that's up to you. But I definitely do think you should at least max all the skills on Cool, sorry, cool. Blanked out for a second. The only plus side is you can't field fight with farms. Yeah, you can't, but like, I mean, there are some crazy whales that have like a lot of accounts and use iPads and a lot of iPads to fight with their multiple accounts. Will you expertise William? So I just got a few heads from the Alliance Mobilization, and I'm probably going to put him in Heart's Desire. I'm going to take him to 5551 and then, you know, slowly work him to expertise using not my Universal Gold heads, but I'm going to just use like Alliance Mobilization as well as the Heart's Desires that come out to slowly work on him. Very slowly work on him to expertise. It'll probably be a while, though. God, chaining is... How does 12-inch do this every day? Chaining is so bad in the first zone also. Takes so long. God. It's not just worth for me to go into Huo right now. I'm probably going to 5551 Herman and Luce. Yeah. At this point of the game, I think Huo might be too late. I mean, I do like what Huo brings. The best thing, in my opinion, about Huo is the 50% March speed reduction. That's the best thing about Huo, in my opinion, at least. Just because 50% March speed feels huge to me. I do think for newer players that might be thinking about investing, Belisarius may not be your best way to invest if you don't have 5 marches. And if you don't have a lot of heads, it might just be best to save for the next gen infantry, if anything. Because I think the next gen infantry probably will be strong. But at the same time, I thought the next gen cavalry would be strong. And the next gen cavalry is strong, but not as strong as a single march. It's more of a strong as like if you bring a lot of marches, then it's strong. So, you know, this is not what a lot of people were asking for with the next gen cav. Who knows what next gen infantry will be? Who knows? It could be Sargon for all we know for next gen infantry. Not to curse it. Can you show your total troops? Yeah, sorry, didn't see that. I have a lot of hospital actually. So I'm sitting at 1 mil cav, about 800k infantry, 600k archers. I should upgrade all these T2 now that I think about it. Not much T4. I mainly field all T5, so I have some T4 in case I get low on T5 and I want to mix. But generally I just field full T5 and just slam it. What skill should I have William to? 5551 is definitely the minimum in my opinion. So honestly 55, a lot of people gathering here. 5551, yeah. That's, you don't have to expertise William. Obviously expertise on all your commanders would be better, but William you can leave at 5551. It's perfectly fine. Probably the random TP. There's not many gem nodes in this area. I put this in a structure. Let's put in here. Training is boring. Yeah, training is boring. I mean, I think this game in general is boring when there's off season, so it's just sort of the nature of the game. This game's boring when there's no off season, and when KVK starts, that's when there's fun. So, Storm Union. What's this? A 166. Yeah, like I said, 166s are good friends from last KVK. But Water Camp will be our main opponents this KVK, so this is Water Camp. Holy, how many forts do they have? Water Camp built a crazy amount of forts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They have 16 forts in their zone. It's like double our forts already. How does... And they are 2 Alliance Kingdom. Oh, we built a few more forts here. Water Camp has a crazy amount of forts. Once everyone moves out of Zone 4, Zone 4 is favorite spot to chain. Yeah, I don't chain much though, unfortunately. So, the reason I don't chain much is I think it's time inefficient, but obviously chaining is not bad, but when 12inch posted that video, I remember posting a video, you're wasting your time. I remember that video he made. I was like, chaining is honestly more of a waste of time than doing anything else in this game. Oh yeah. But yeah, this KVK is not recovery. I don't know if you've been paying attention to our KVK. Like, Water Camp is ridiculously strong, this KVK. They actually beat us in the pre-KVK phase, so I'm excited to see what Water Camp will bring to this KVK. 1770 is a pretty strong main alliance. Water Camp is... Where's their second alliance? Their second alliance is pretty low, actually. 1824, main alliance is 12.2, second alliance is 7.5. Interesting. But yeah, our first zone will be against Daybreak, and that'll be pretty boring, so I'll probably still stream that. Who knows? Daybreak does not look that fun to play against, though. There's a red dot in your VIP level. Yeah, that's always there. I don't know why. It's just these things that pop up, so I don't bother doing this anymore, but if it helps your LCD, here you go. This is the red dot. It's just the VIP crates that pop up. I don't know why it does this. Maybe it's after updates that just happens, but... Is there one more? There's 16. There you go. Oh. Okay, I have no idea why it's still popping up, honestly. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what it is anymore. Lug. I thought that was a VIP thing, but it's apparently not. Man, I'm slow at this. You should always get mine to 25 first, guys. Oh, this is our rogue player. Every kingdom has rogues. This is our most famous rogue player. That's so annoying. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you guys know how to get rid of it? I thought that would get rid of it, but apparently I clicked on all of them, didn't I? Oh, I didn't click on one. My bad. Oh, there you go. That's fixed. I didn't click on one. That's my bad. I thought I clicked on all of them. Okay, well, time to go through all the chests. Prepare to suffer like me. They really need to add a click all button to this game. Suffering from success, as they say. Jeez. I feel bad for people in 1960 that have to do this, but it's like twice as long. These are all chests from like 2 hours ago also. It's not even that far long ago. Yeah, this could be the whole stream by itself. Oh my god. I only counted like 6 gold chests so far. There we go. We're at the end. Alright. Yeah, quick button would be amazing. God, that was annoying to click through all that crap. But, yeah, I don't know, but they should add something for that. That was just like, that was only like 5 hours worth of chests. I have to do that again in 5 hours, or who knows how many hours to do it again. Oh, shoot, not that. I'm just gonna random until I find a good spot. There's too many people in my area, I think. There's quite a lot of people that poured in, but usually when I gather gems, I try to random into a better area. Let me mute Lost King in the chat. Randoms. A lot of random TPs anyways. I don't like that spot. I try to land like closer in the middle. There's too many people in this spot also. I miss being in the Dead Kingdom. Actually, this is okay. Probably nobody here gathers gems, I think. This is Am Fort. Am is not our main alliance. Where's our main alliance? Main alliance is over here. This might be okay then. So I always try to gather gems like far away from me first, because the game tries to send out your marches with the highest gathering speed first. It's pretty hard today. And I miss B-Seed. All the Imperiums, they're harder to find gems. One here. I was planning on making that gem gathering guide, but time has caught up with me. This one here. Another trainer. Who's this? Arc Devil. Okay. That's a 2605 player that migrated. I just saw a gem near you. You should preset your gatherers. I don't really care. The presets I have currently in my game are good enough for me. Also, the reason I didn't gather that one close to me is because I think I prefer to like sort of send them out in a certain order. So like the fastest march speed will be like your first march that goes out. So for me it was Joe and Sarka. So I like to send out the fastest march speed first, like as far away as possible, if that makes sense, because they're usually done the first, like the fastest, and they come back sooner. That makes sense. So I always try to look farther away from me and then work my way inside. But yeah, our kingdom's pretty active now, unfortunately. So is this guy a rogue? I think this guy's a rogue. He's a farm, I think. I don't know. I preset all my gem gatherers. I only have 50k T1 siege on my main. I mean, you can do that. I'm just lazy. Also, I don't really care about presets that much. I just sort of send out what the game tells me to put. Because I don't like clicking on the presets every time, I guess. We got a train. I really need to move to an Imperium? Yeah, you should move to an Imperium. It's pretty nice. I mean, even like a second Alliance Imperium might be okay, depending on the Imperium. Obviously, there are some that like it's not as good, but even getting into a second Alliance Imperium will probably net you a lot more benefits-wise. There's someone blind. Yeah, it's pretty hard now. Probably after our first zone fight, it'll get a little easier. but I cannot see as much as I did. There's one here. Last KVK. Like on average, I probably gather 100k gems each KVK, so. This one's pretty hard. Maybe it'll spawn in more later, who knows, but. Did you buy the 50% crystal mine boost? No, free-to-plays can't buy that. What do you mean? You think I buy that? I would buy it if I spent money, but no. One sec. Sorry. All right, I'm back. Can I join you? 2268 would probably. Sorry. Was that? Would you ever consider buying something in the future? No, if you buy something, the Mina icon goes away. I'm just gonna chain, honestly. Gathering gems is pretty hard early on, it looks like. Oh, there's one right here. What am I doing? Sec. You should invest into Belly Prime. Jason Chen. I think Belly Prime is actually worth investing in if you're going for a 5th March setup. So, of course, that's just my opinion. I think Belly Prime will be good inclusion in a 5 March setup for most people. Need to get a training rune also. But if you're not 5 Marches, I don't suggest investing in Belly Prime. I have 5 Marches, so I think it's okay. to invest in Belly Prime, and I think in 5 marches, Belly Prime will be very good. It won't get inherently a lot of kills. That's the problem with the Belly Prime March. But it does bring that it does like bring your other marches a lot of kills. I think this is the same thing with like Zook Herman actually. My Zook Herman does not get many kills. But the thing about Zook Herman is that it brings like the poison sacks from Herman, which are very strong. So I think that Belly Prime is worth investing in if you have 5 or more marches. But if you don't, God, I hate these things walking around. If you don't have 5 or more marches, don't invest in Belly Prime. Do you think I can solo Garrison? Jason Chen, are you... I think I know who you are, Jason Chen, huh? Jason Chen, I think you're Sticky Rice, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Okay. Yeah, you're Sticky Rice, I figured. Sticky Rice, I'd rather not flame you, alright, Sticky Rice. I respect you, though, for Sticky Rice, for what you do. You're solo... Sticky Rice solo fills Garrisons in low seed and cries a little because his kingdom doesn't help him. How many gems do you think I can farm in like 15 days? That's entirely up to you, Sleepy. So, 15 days? 40k is a reasonable number. 40k is a reasonable number, I'd say. Depends how much motivation you have to like actually log in, keep sending out the gatherers for your gem gathering. I saw you in the Forces of Nature jump group. Are you gonna stream your journey on it? I didn't want to PM you since we don't know each other that well. The main reason I'm doing a jumper is mainly to get more experience on the early game, because when I talk to newer players, they all say, "Oh, I'm playing KVK 1. It's like a 4 Kingdom KVK. It's more boring now." I was like, I want to try it out actually. You know, why not? Obviously, it's been a while since I did KVK 1. It's not just mainly because I'm bored. It's mainly because I want to get like acquitted to the KVK 1, the new KVK 1. Maybe try out new commanders, pairings, especially. Yeah, I'm not really looking to play Jump as like a second account. It's mainly just for experience. I've never did a jumper actually myself. When I started this account, I never did a jumper. I never did a sleeper. I just started playing and it just started from there. So that was during the COVID times. I had a lot more time to play, so obviously I could put in more time. So it's also for the experience of playing a jumper, also for being able to like maybe make my own beginner guides for the beginner players. I don't feel like I'm as good giving beginner information because I don't have the same knowledge that I did when I started playing. Actually, I made a lot of mistakes when I first started playing, so, and the early game has changed a lot, so I want to maybe get more experience in the early game so that I can give more beneficial advice to newer players. How many legendary equipments do you have? This is for best of the best. I currently have 1, 2, this is 18, right? 18, 22, 24 pieces of legendary equipment, 22. And I'm probably gonna craft, I have a lot of materials actually, but I'm waiting for a, what's it called? Egg event. And then I need more blueprints, and then I'm going to, once I get more blueprints for the egg event, then I'm gonna start making gear. I chain a lot in KVK, I get decent amount of gems and plus the materials. Yeah, Samarth, I don't think chaining's bad. I just think it's tedious. I get very bored of it very fast. Gem gathering, I just send my marches out. I don't have to pay attention to them anymore. They just gather, come back, that's it. Okay, I don't have to look at my marches. I just see, oh, I get gems soon, right? That's all I see. I don't have to pay attention. I'm gonna start training. Hold on, it's annoying me. What's our training room here? There's a training room here. Sorry, I'm behind a little bit. No, there's no training room here. 10 minutes. There was here 10%. 15 AP. Yeah, there's one here. So for Michael Doroteo, sorry, I'm a little behind on chat. Do you think 3 Cav March is okay because of March speed, or you prefer 1 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 archer? Do you have different on them? So, first and foremost, I think you should build 1 of each the meta marches. 1 cav, 1 infantry, and 1 archers. Because there's at least 1 very solid pair for each right now. Past that, I think you should go 2 cavalry first. So if you're going 4 marches, I think you should do 2 cavalry, 1 infantry, and 1 archers. Beyond that, it's your preference. I would say there are options for a 5th march that do not have to be a cav march, but I think Belisarius Prime looks initially very strong. It looks strong right now. We still have to see the testing. I might test it myself. I might max it myself. But I don't have the heads right now. I probably have the 100 spin, I guess, 2 wheels. How much heads am I at? Yeah, I have the 100 spin, probably 2 wheels to max Belly Prime. So it'll be a while before I'm able to use Belisarius Prime myself. And he's not even in this MG, so he's going to be at least 2.5 weeks until we see him. But yeah, 3 Cav March is good because of the March speed. That's the main reason I'm doing it. I like Cav's March speed a lot. It offers a lot of flexibility. Obviously, some marches may hit better in balls, such as like Asher maybe. But I didn't find it. I'll find it later and give it to you tomorrow. Sorry, that was my friend. If you heard that, let me see. Good night, Just Green Dude. What is gem farming? Yeah, something free to plays have to do. There's a lot of good beginner guides out there, but most are kind of outdated since early game has changed quite a bit. Yeah, Luke, that's one of the reasons I want to do jumper. I think getting experience early game and making my own guide as I sort of play along is important. And I'm planning to do the jump in June. Like that's right when sort of everything is for me is like ending work-wise. So I'll have a lot more time to commit to the jump during June. For me, 15 days is like 50k gems. Probably the only one out there is Logic Bank. Is Logic Bank still making videos anymore? I thought he sort of disappeared a little bit. Make Crystal Tech for free to play, please. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. I'm sort of gonna do what I'm gonna do is first and foremost is probably log how I'm doing as free to play every day. So I sort of have on Discord I sort of track my stats for like day by day, Crystal Tech, as well as my KP for each like day of KVK. So I'm probably gonna track how much crystal I spend every day, how my tech looks every day. So I'm gonna have screenshots of like my progression as I go along. Also, you can sort of check when you turn into my stream how I'm doing. Right now, this is, the very start. So I'm just doing my mine. Then I'll do research center. Obviously, I entered with quite a lot of crystal still. These pop-ups are not gonna go away. I hate them, but I'll take the one now. Second. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna release a crystal guide at some point. I think most of them are not so good for free to play though, because I noticed a lot of them are sort of, I don't know. I didn't like a lot of guides I saw online. There's at least one guide I use regularly, which I think is okay, but most of them are not that good in my opinion, the Crystal Tech guides. How does a recovery KVK work? Oh, Diamonds. I recognize this name. Diamonds? I recognize your name, Diamonds. This is not actually a recovery KVK. It's a joke. We're actually currently in a... Let me zoom out a little for you. This is actually a 3 imp KVK right now. So 1824 is sort of one of the other strong Imperiums. Not as strong Imperiums. They're like a good AC, but they hit Imperium after the training phase. 1756 is not a... I wouldn't say a good Imperium, but they're like... they hit Imperium. I'm surprised 1770 didn't hit Imperium. So this is not a recovery KVK, I swear. But our first zone I think will be very boring. Our first zone fight. Past 7 is gonna be like our main first fight. Altar fights are also gonna be boring for us. So when I say recovery, I mean we're not gonna get much fighting that early on. Probably in Kingsland will be our main fighting. So I'm recovering until Kingsland. How about that? Recovering until Kingsland. But yeah, this is not a recovery KVK. I was kidding. Sticky Rice, you're the best free to play out there. No, you're not free. Sticky Rice, the best, best 2 infantry march. What are you? You play like 3 infantry marches? I don't know what you play. No, Belly is not MG. But I was saying, did I say Belly's MG? If I did, I miss. Oh, I was saying that. Sorry, Samarth, I might have confused you. So what I meant to say was, in MG we can usually see when the new commanders come out. Like the commanders pop up here as like new. So usually when the garrison commander is also going to come out, it's going to get leaked, and when it does, it's going to come up here. That's what I mean when I say when it shows up on MG, the field commander is going to show up on wheel as well. And MG starts, the second day of MG is wheel. So what I meant to say was when the MG commander shows up on the commander list for the Cav Garrison, we'll also be seeing Belisarius Prime in the wheel. That same MG is what I meant. So sorry for the confusion. Quick question. I've been buying 24-hour speed-ups out of VIP shop. Is it worth it if I'm stacking speeds for next good Zenith? 24-hour speeds is not terrible. I don't think it's that good, but I mean 24-hour speeds. I know my friend in this kingdom, Yar, he buys them also. But it's more of a like medium to high spender thing to do, because there are a lot more better things to buy. And if you're in a high spending kingdom like mine, you do not necessarily need the speeds. But it's okay to buy. There might be better things to buy with your gems. Obviously, if you're behind on gear, so if you're behind on speed ups, I guess it's okay to buy. But it's not a necessity, in my opinion, to buy the 24-hour speeds. Finally done with the mine. I just jack it up like that. Let's see if we have any bastions. Yeah, we do have 1 bastion actually. We have wood. The bastions and stratagems also no support quests. Looks like we have these things. Stratagem points. Stratagems is a new KVK for me. I've never played it, so I mean I'm excited to play a new KVK. I've played so many heroic anthems so far. I think what I like. Let me see these. I know there's one for like William. Yeah, this is really good. So this works with William. What else can I add here? So one from leadership. That's probably the best one from leadership in my opinion. Any better? Single target active skill. So I have Nevsky, Huo. This is also good. This is interesting. Increase the damage of the duration. Sorry, I'm just going to read the stratagems. I want to read these a little bit. 7% less damage for the next 5 seconds. You know, my king sent me a sort of guide for this. 15% march speed. Oh. God, there's a lot to read up on. I think the first one you're supposed to take... Oh, this one. Add 1 bastion quest a day. That's the one. Other one's important. Gathering. Oh, sorry, with the chat. Yeah, diamonds. You were in 2268, I'm pretty sure, right? Let me see your account. I'll do this later. Diamonds, I'm pretty sure in 2268. You were, who are you? You were like, I remember you had some anime profile. Diamonds. Is that how you spell your name? Diamonds. No, that's not it. Is this you? Yeah, this is you. You were in 2268. I remember you. You migrated to 3197. That's you, I'm pretty sure, right? Same profile picture. I'm pretty sure that's you. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's you, though. May I get the tops? If I get the top spot in MG, should I go Justinian or Attila? I have all the meta cav commanders. So Samarth, I would say if you're a garrison lead, I think you do need Attila, and if you're a rally lead, you probably need Justinian. Um, because in artifact KVKs, you need to use Gorgo Attila. I think that'll still be very strong in artifact KVKs. So you want Max Attila if you're doing garrisons, and Nevsky Justinian I've seen a lot for rallies. I think Nevsky Justinian is like one of the better, probably one of the best rallies overall for Cav. So it depends on your like use in the kingdom. You can also use Justinian for field. So Justinian's a bit more universal, I'd say. Attila's not as good for field. He's mainly for poking or city rallies or garrison in the artifact KVKs. So it depends on your sort of use in the kingdom, I'd say. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Let me get the training room real fast. Yeah, I have to make sure I'm doing... In KVK, I'm very active. I'm always making sure I'm doing something. So I forgot to train. My king said we get this Khal Korak also. So I'm going to do that as soon as it's ready. My marches should be back soon also. Let's see what I'm going to do. Let's just upgrade my T4s for now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a training quest soon. Yeah, whatever. Just send it. Yep. Let's do 16 hours, sure. So the reason I also train Siege is because you get points for the training quest for Siege. I'm not going to use speed ups on Siege, of course, but that's what I'll do anyways. Let's get the AP rune. I think you always get a training bastion around favor 3 or something. So we'll see when I get this also. I should have got the... sec. Nope, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, no. Sus. Alright. I don't think I have a credit card linked anyways, so... Guan Charles with triple relic about to slap hard. Alright, Sticky Rice, we gotta get help. We gotta get you help, Sticky Rice. Alright. AP rune. I should probably get this research speed rune. So, do you suggest as free-to-play gathering gems 14 hours a day with 7 marches post KVK for about 3 weekends by skipping arcs or just switching to 5 marches? Style, that's a very specific question you asked. So, 7 marches post KVK for about 3 weekends. I would say don't skip arc. Arc rewards are very good, so do not skip arc. I mean, if you can, just gather during the week and play arc on weekend, right? Like I'm not sure why you need to skip arc to gather gems. I think arc only lasts like an hour also, so I just play arc and then gather gems when you're done with arc, or just switch to 5 marches. I'm not sure why would you need to switch to 5 marches from 7, but I just keep gathering gems. Styles, just gather gems as much as you can. Do not skip arc to gather gems. That's not a suggestion I would encourage. I mean, the arc rewards are so good, right? Like, do I have any in my mail? Like, probably not recently. We played OL. So many markers. I'm on the old team, and the old rewards feel so nice. Like, you're suggesting to skip these rewards for some gems. I think these rewards you can't really put a gem number on. Obviously, you can put on, like, that's what, 1,700 pop, about 700 gems. So you're missing on 7,000 gems if you skip just these gold heads, and 2,000 gems here. You're missing out on a lot more gems if you don't play arc, in my opinion. Oh, the chronicle just finished. Shoot. Oh shoot. Give me a sec. I have to do Khal Korak. Where's Khal Korak? I trip. Hold on. I swear Khal Korak should show up here. Oh, let me refresh maybe. Okay, maybe it should show up eventually. For real, I'm about to get 4 solid infantry marches if this next cycle is good. Yeah, I'm good for you, Sticky Rice. I mean, the next infantry cycle will probably be decent. Do I think it'll be that good or meta breaking? No. Oh, there it is. Khal Korak just took a while to show up. I do think that, you know, infantry got sort of done dirty with Sargon, and Tariq was okay for rally. Sargon was definitely the really bad part of infantry. So it's interesting to see if they're gonna lean more toward the arch sort of configuration for infantry going forward. Reload the game? Oh no, it just showed up diamonds. Thank you. It just took a while, a little delayed, but I see it now. Um, Thoughts about migrating to KVK2? No, I would definitely not advise migrating to KVK2. I'm going to show you why, Alexander. Mainly because the rewards you get in SOC or Season of Conquest are so good. Like, look at the shop. This refreshes every KVK. These ones, this refreshes every KVK. So you get a total of 12 legendary materials you can buy. I'm pretty sure this was more. I swear this was more last KVK, but you get it to buy 12 legendary materials as well as 26 gold heads every KVK. Also, you want to start getting these, what do they call it? The accessories, the Horn of Fury, as well as the Ring of Doom, as soon as possible. So you want to get the currency, which is season coins, as soon as possible. Honestly, staying in SOC. One sec. Yeah, sorry, Alexander. So I don't think it's worth migrating back. Keep playing SLC. I know the Crystal Tech is really annoying to do every KVK. Like, I hate doing all this stuff every KVK, but ultimately I think the rewards are good enough, so it's okay. Tariq is still a great rally. Yeah, Tariq is still a good rally. Tariq Pakal did a lot of work for us last KVK as well. Like, we have a lot of Tariq Pakal rallies from Jack. Jack is one of our infantry leaders. So Tariq Pakal is still pretty good. He only uses Tariq Pakal, I think. Yeah. But yeah, Tariq still has a place in the meta, especially with anti-swarm Pakal. That might change going forward with how the game. I think Belisarius is really good for swarming. That's the thing. Swarming rallies, swarming garrisons. Just the all damage buff will make your marches hit a lot harder. So I'm curious. I'm curious how this is gonna go. Because when KVK ends, all tech is lost, and I can continue gathering gems with 7 marches of gatherers, and I don't bring them home until they full load 400k siege per march, so I'm exchanging 10 gold heads. With 2k gems a day, 1k gems for every extra of 2 extra marches. So around 8k gems are exchanged for about 14k gems. Man, Styles, you're pretty hardcore, aren't you? Okay, let me reread that. So when KVK ends, all tech is lost. Getting gems with 7 marches gatherers. 400k siege per march. So exchanging 10 gold heads with 2 gems. Well, Styles, if you think the gem value outweighs the arc value, I'm not sure. You sound like a crazy gem gatherer. I'm definitely more casual gem gatherer. I just send them out, wait for them to come back. It sounds like you're going node to node. So if you're going node to node, that probably means you're on a lot more. I definitely do think if you're on a lot more gathering gems, maybe it's better to skip arc just because you're on a lot and gathering gems. So it might outweigh the sort of detriments, but yeah, that's crazy if you can gather that many gems. Like 2k gems, 1k extra for every 8k. Honestly, Styles is a little hard for me to understand the math, but if you think it outweighs the sort of losses you get from arc, then sure. I like playing arc mainly because I'm on the old team. I like playing with friends on arc as well. I have some friends I play arc with when I'm not on the old team, Cyrus League team. So there are reasons I have besides just playing arc for like, the rewards to play arc. Like I lead arc in my farm. I don't lead, but I play with my friend in my farm alliance, UA68. I'm actually R4 there as well. So I play in this alliance for arc with my friends, so I have reasons to play arc. If you think the benefits outweigh the sort of if you think the benefits outweigh playing arc, then sure. I don't really fully understand the math styles, but this means you have to be online a lot. Yeah, Tariq is probably one of the best rallies still. Yeah, Tariq is probably, I mean, I won't say the best rally. I'd say it's probably one of the better for anti-swarm, but damage wise, I think I've seen a lot more Asher Zug. Asher Zug seems to be pretty good for damage, as well as Nevsky Justinian. I think those were like the better damage marches for rallies. Sorry, rallies. Tariq Pakal seems to be very good against anti-swarm though. Even against like Imperium Kingdoms, I think Tariq Pakal is very good. Can I do some 2 marches? Let's see how slow this is. So 2 marches. God, I hate doing this every KVK. Let's just send out 2 marches. Let's give you Luce. Yes, sure. Let's get this wind. Let's get to Twilight. I believe Belly Prime will definitely be good with those that have 5 or more marches. Yeah, I have the same reasoning, Luke. I think it's just the all damage is huge, right? 12% all damage to all your marches, especially if you're hitting with like the meta marches. The nice thing about all damage is it also works with smite. It's all damage, right? It includes smite damage. So all damage working with smite, meaning every one of your marches does more damage, is significant to me. Oh, this is cool. I didn't notice it pops up like this. How many? This is for styles. Yeah, diamonds. I know Yar. Yar is the one that brought me to 2-6-8. Actually, diamonds. So I played with Yar in the last kingdom, my last kingdom, 1235 also, and yeah, I've been playing with Yar for the last year, I'd say. Yeah, probably the last year. I've known him in like on Discord for like at least 2, maybe 2.5 years. I can teleport into zone 2 where my alliance has got no pass access, so when the gems are gathered, they stay encamped and don't return. By the way, 28k gems versus 10 gold heads. Yeah, the 28k gems would be better. Yeah. I gather like 3k, but I'm not going crazy at it. Alright, I respect. I mean, you sound pretty crazy to me, I'll be honest, but respect to the grind. Jonah's not. Oh, should I send Jonah out? I mean, that's pretty hard grinding, it sounds like. I'm not, maybe not hard grinding, but like, you're definitely on the higher intensity level when it comes to like grinders. Let's search this. Yeah, Styles doing 7 marches for gem gathering is pretty crazy. I think I've never gotten higher than 6 marches. I think 7 marches requires a lot of like a ton of crystal to get to 7 marches. So my highest crystal ever spent, I think, was 83 million. I think to get to 7 marches, it'll cost more than 83 million. So, but yeah, respect to you for getting 7 marches and then going to gem gathering. That's pretty intense. Let me just get this research room. Technically, you can do Arc and Gem Gather at the same time. You can't play Arc and Gem Gather at the same time, so your marches have to be in your city to play Arc. And obviously, you can't have War Frenzy. So, I mean, if the Arc is 1, you can leave the Arc and go to Gem Gathering. But if you're in Arc and you're like, you have to play the whole match, you just have to sit there and play the whole match. It's not like you can leave Arc halfway through or anything. I don't have a 5th March. A Nevsky, YSG, sure. What are the chances of 2268 winning this KVK? A good question. Good question. I think a lot of people are saying we have an easy KVK. I don't think we have an easy KVK necessarily at all. But I think we have a good chance. Obviously, we don't want a boring KVK. But unfortunately, our matchups early on will be pretty boring until Kingsland. So, I think we have a decent chance of winning, I'll be honest. I think we have a decent chance. It honestly depends how strong Water Camp is, because Water Camp this KVK looks very strong. And we're Fire Camp, so we won't meet until Kingsland. Water Camp and Fire Camp are all the way on the other side of the map. So Water Camp is here. We're all the way over here. So the strongest camp will not be close to us. That's all I'm going to say. Should I also do Bastions? I forgot how much there is to do in SOC. Oh, diamonds! My Joan March is. I left my Joan March over here for some reason. So it's just getting a rune basically. That's why I didn't do. William is with Huo also. That's why. So my Joan is out. I forgot to preset the march, but so my Zook is chaining now. I'll let him chain. All right, One-Eyed and Styles going at it about your sort of. Oh, there's another Bastion here. Yeah, I mean Styles getting to 7 marches is alone an accomplishment, so that's good. But they find all the Bastions. Stone. There's one Bastion. I like to find all the Bastions early on, so I don't have to look for them later. Did I find all? Pella, Sun, Belisarius. One more. I think I found them all. Yeah, I think that's all. Oh yeah, well, Diamonds, why did you leave 2268? What happened also? I'm wondering why you left 2268. Tell me your story. So I remember you were like an R4, I think. Were you an R4? I forget. I need one tanking march. Level 10 of Cockrock is always the hardest. Nevsky in the back. Yeah, I mean, One-Eyed, if he can do it, that's honestly commendable. Being able to gather with 7 gem marches in not first one, sorry, Home Kingdom. That's commendable, because it is pretty smart in my opinion also, because once KVK is over, you get like, I think 3 days to like use the tech, what is it called? The KVK tech before it expires. So I wanted to change the music. I didn't like that much. Let's put this list on. No Diamonds. I actually just migrated here after the 1960 KVK, so I'm probably I'm more recent than most of the other migrants. Oh, I was in 2268, then went inactive and left to another kingdom. Oh, okay, that's fair. I mean, we all sort of have to take a break from this game, right? So, I mean, for this Kingsland, I'm also not going to be that active, so we'll see how good I do this Kingsland. Yeah, Styles, you're hardcore, man. I mean, not hardcore, but like, you're smart. I like smart players like that like try to make the most out of what they have. So. So a lot of people in this game don't know how to optimize things very well. That's the thing. That's why so many people have less than what I have. They were like, oh, how do you have so much things that's free to play? I really just do all the events. And things just add up for me as a result, right? I don't think people realize you can get so much in this game just from being active. And people wonder why they're not getting as much as me. It's because, really, you're just not as active. Like, oh, should I send that march out? Like, especially for free to play, you have to be active. Obviously, if you're getting 7 marches, you're not free to play, but that's pretty impressive to get 7 marches then gather gems like that. Oh, you went diamonds. You went. You were in R4, then went to 2635 after being inactive. Now in 1554. What kingdoms have I been in? My first kingdom was 2270. My next kingdom was 2335, and my next kingdom after that was 1235. And my most recent kingdom is 2268. Actually, I saved their reports from like every KVK, so 2270 is now a dead kingdom, and I think 1235 is also a dead kingdom. So most of the kingdoms I'm in, 2 of them already died. So this was actually I did this cop croc. 2270, I think. Let me see. 2270 is like fully dead. All the whales migrated out to 2270. The leadership sort of screwed up 2270. That was a good kingdom initially. But yeah, 2270 was initially a good kingdom. There were 2 really big whales in this kingdom. Now it's a dead kingdom. You see, this is the main alliance. You probably might recognize some of the whales that are in 2270. Al Haitham was in 2270. This guy in 60 GT. Pretty impressive. I mean, he's definitely one of the bigger spenders. And if you know Boom Boom 3, this guy was also starting 2270 or 2273 and then migrated to 2270. Fortunately, the leadership in 2270 really was bad, so this kingdom sort of went to hell. But these 2 pretty big players were in 2270 early on. Also, do you know once the best free-to-play goes doing YouTube, he loses the best free-to-play spot sooner or later? Everything you say is being heard on the other side. Oh shit. Once the best free-to-play goes doing YouTube, he loses the best free-to-play spot sooner or later. Okay, I don't think any free-to-play has more KP than me, but yeah, there might be better free-to-plays in terms of like grinding. Like 12-inch, I would definitely say is a better free-to-play than me in terms of grinding. But in terms of KP, I don't think there's any free-to-plays better than me. There might be, who knows, but I don't think any exist. And if they do, I know a lot of players in this game use pilots. I don't use pilots, so. God, I gotta kill this march one. Just finishing off my tech. Buy diamonds. Which event do you think is best for materials? I'm at the end of KVK1 and I'm putting equipment in the priority over everything else. Is this okay? Okay, so don't take this advice to heart. The best event for materials overall, solely for materials, no other value besides materials, is Esmeralda, if we're just talking about materials. But if we're talking about the best like equipment like event for like value, it's definitely the Holy Knight's Treasure or the Egg event. But do not do Esmeralda. Trust me when you say Esmeralda is mainly for like high spenders to whales, I'd say, because the value you get from Esmeralda is not that good. It's just the materials you're getting from Esmeralda. So Alexander, I would recommend to spin Egg event because you get materials as well as the blueprint fragments, which you probably still need. Obviously, if you like are very late in the game, you're like spending a lot, you don't need materials, I'd say Esmeralda is probably the best event for you just to get mats. But early game, just stick with the Holy Knight's Treasure or the Egg event, as we call it. How many farms do you reckon I need to have max my performance? It depends how many kills you want. So, like my kill points are, I got, how many kill points did I get? I got 2.5 bill kill points last KVK, and I used 26 billion resources total. And 26 billion total means obviously not 26 bill of each. So about, what is that, how much? About 6 bill of each, roughly. So that's how much it cost me in Imperium to get those kills last KVK. It depends. There's too many factors to say how many farms you need. It depends how many kills you want, what seed you're playing in, if you use T5 or not. So Sticky Rice, there's a lot of factors to consider when it comes to how many kills you want, basically, or how many farms you need. If I do every training quest, I could reach the 7 marches. I mean, it's probably possible, Styles, but I don't think it's the best just because you lose a lot of season points going for the 7th march. Even the 6th march, you lose a lot of season points going for the 6th march. I mean, I understand if you gather gems a lot, maybe worth it, but I just really like season points, I guess, just because I like to clear the sock shop. I want to buy more rings. I want to buy more horns. The sort of season coin currency is not something which you can only get a certain amount of season coin currency every KVK, right? So the 7th march costs a lot of crystal. Same with the 6th march. So how do I tell you? Eventually, when I was gathering gems, I could see the resources gathered. It was like 3.2k gems near the end of the day. Alright, Styles still doing his hardcore stuff. Oh, Gino, hello. Hi, Gino, sorry. Yeah, I might join Pluto's voice call a little bit. I usually stream for like 2 hours, then I go off, but looks like Pluto's having fun over there. Sticky Rice says, I only use T5. You will never catch me with T4. Oh, Sticky Rice, you only use T5? Really? Interesting. Well, T5 costs a lot more resources than T4, right? So I'd say 30 mil kills, you'll probably need around... You're in low seed, Sticky Rice. So I'd say around 3 to 4 bill resources is enough for 30 mil kills in low seed. No, when I say 3 to 4 bill resources, I mean total. But yeah, Sticky Rice, I have 11 farms, so it depends. Like I said, I at least start at least 5 or 6 farms, Sticky Rice, because I recently created 4 farms, and that was because I felt like I wasn't gathering enough resources every KVK, so I started 4 more farms. And obviously, the more marches you run, the more resources you use, right? So there's a lot of factors that go into how much resources you think you'll need. This KVK, as you can see, I have currently 16 billion resources farmed. Do I think that's enough for the whole KVK? Depends how much fighting we have. So I don't think necessarily this might be the enough resources for me. Where did my Nevsky March go? I wasn't even using it. Wait, Styles, you say you can gather 16 billion resources in a week? That's not possible, Styles. Even resource sellers cannot gather that much, so. Resource seller, okay, I'm not gonna talk about resource sellers now that I think about it, but resource, okay, I'm not gonna talk about it. It's very difficult to gather this amount of resources that quickly. I think 16 bill took me a month. Yeah, about a month. I was pretty lazy also about it, but it took me about a month. 420. Yeah, bye, Alexander. I might go to Pluto's stream in like 20 minutes. I usually cut my stream off at like around 2 hours, so like maybe 20 minutes I'll go to Pluto's stream and chill for a bit before I sleep. So It's like 9. It's like 9:30 right now. Probably gonna upload a stream for like 2 hours. Also, bro's got 50 farms and logs on 4 times a day. Yeah, I mean, if you spend my styles, how many farms do you have? I mean, if you're really that hardcore about the game, then good for you. But like, I don't know. I know Yar, if you know Yar, he has 42 farms right now. 42 farms, and I think he logs on average like 2 to 3 times a day to his farms. And I think he farmed around. How much did he farm? Like, I think he farms like 20 bill resources a month with that. With 42 farms. Oh, style sells. Okay, well, I mean, you know, there are people for that. I don't think our resource sellers even sell or like can gather that much. That's the thing. So, well, anyways, I can't talk too much about it. So, good for you, Styles. Good for you. I know people make money off doing that. So, or like it's even a business, I think. So. Yeah, I know. Actually, if you use botting for gathering resources, it does get flagged nowadays. I think even yeah. So that's why we have sellers. Okay, I really don't want to talk too much about this, but yeah, you do get banned if you are botting. So yeah, I guess this is like the one thing I guess Lilith is actually strict about in this game, which is surprising, but. Good night, Styles. Yeah, I'm actually not that tired right now, but I want to go to Plota's stream and chill a little bit in there, a little bit. I just wanted to show, I guess, how I do KVK, like the start of KVK. I'm going a little slower than I normally do, but like mine to 25, and then usually I push Research Center to like 16 at the start of KVK. That's my general sort of trend for how I start KVK. Like mine to 25, and then Research Center usually is 16. Then I just push tech a bit. Here it's about sunrise. Oh, you should well, good morning. Good morning, Miss Styles. Okay. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are at in the world. Oh yeah, Styles, I know what you're saying, but I don't have enough crystal for that. So I'll show you in a little bit. I mean, you're probably sleeping, but usually I don't have enough crystal to do that. So what I like to do the first day is you just push the shoot these things. I push the research center to usually 15 or 16. cost me quite a lot of crystals. You can already see I'm like pretty low. So I usually push it to 16, and then I go for treaties and cultural exchange, whatever that is. I do like to go a little eco tech early at least, because free to play tech is basically non-existent. Styles, I usually don't even get. It's not even possible to get call to arms 1 to 4 out of 10. Because there's a lot of prerequisites. I think most of the times I usually spend around 13 or 14 mil crystal before the first pass. That's probably my average, and that doesn't get me very close to call to arms 1. Who knows? It sounds like you're very hardcore, so maybe you chain a lot and get there. But I've never been able to get to call to arms 1 before the first pass, at least. Oh, what's up, Luda? It's time for my recovery, KVK Luda. Which is this 450k, 160k? Okay. And I gotta fix these. I'll just preset this march. But 5th march. Did you all get first place in pre-KBK? No, unfortunately, we lost to 1824. They were going pretty hard on the what's it called? Like they push pretty hard. I think it's because they have 2 alliances, of course. But yeah, we didn't get first. I mean, I wasn't paying that much attention because I was pretty busy, but yeah, we didn't get first. It was like how much point difference was it? It was very close actually, but 1824 does have 2 alliances, so they were able to push a lot more than us, I guess. On day 1, I maxed the mine and pushed until treaties and cultural exchange 2 to 10. 2? Why only to 2 on day 1? I don't think that's not possible on day 1 to get that to 2 out of 10. Especially if you push this to 20, that's what you're saying. You cannot even push it to 20. I got quite a lot of crystal coming in also, so let me show you. So usually I just push it to... Let me show you what I'm going to do, Styles. How much is my mine at now? Mine at 16? No, 1 more level to 16. So I think I can do this real fast. So that gives me 1.6 mil. Around like 1.6 to 1.7 is what I need to get my levels up. Let me show. 2 to 10. Let me try to see what you're saying in a little bit. How far would you get in tech before the first pass opening? You don't really get far at all. Like you touch T2 tech, and that's really it. It's free to play. You have like T1 tech max, and that's really it. So as free to play, this tech is not really that much. Saw in the video with Emir and you didn't chain, but chaining does its part though. You get more gems from chaining than from gathering with the same marches. Yeah, you do, but I don't like chaining just because it's very tedious and I don't think it's worth the time, in my opinion at least. Also, I feel like the crystal you get from chaining is not worth the time either. Like, I'd rather just 5 march and then gather gems. If you see my AP, I still have quite a lot of AP, so I don't really like chaining. But yeah, free to play does need to chain if they're not on like high seed spending alliance and they're not active like me, so I don't like chaining. I just rather get her gems because it's too tedious to chain. That's fine. Oh, Styles. Okay, I misinterpreted you. Yeah, Styles. That makes sense. But I don't think I'm able to ever get to Culture Exchange 2. Let me show you usually where I get. So let me just zoom through this real fast. So Styles, this is about where I go. I stop at 16 usually, and then I just go here to T1 Tech. Just go through all that. This won't take long. Obviously, you need to do all this stuff. Let me just grab a research room real fast. Do I have the research room? I do. So usually I just go 16. That's usually what I do on day one. It's pretty sad, but let's finish all the T1. Go here. Get that done. I usually just max as usual. Come on. It's taking a little longer than I thought. Here we go. So I just go swift marching. Then I go to skillful operation 1, max that. I don't forget. I usually just go, yeah, skillful 1, then max that. God, these marches being annoying. Hold on. Yeah, I go here. No, I don't go here. You go straight to skillful operation 1. Because you want that 5% ASAP. Okay, so yeah, you go straight for skillful 1. I think it stops you at skillful 4 and then makes you go back. I'm pretty sure it makes you go back. These are all barb. Okay, I need to do at least one barb sooner or later. Would you make a video for us about the graphic settings and the differences in them for fighting in murder balls, flag fighting, side skirmishes, etc? Okay, let me finish this, Luda. Would you make a video for us about the graphic settings and the difference in them for fighting graphic settings? Let me check what you mean by that. Hold on. So graphic settings. Do you mean like these graphics settings? Graphic qualities, Luda? I assume you mean these. And the differences in them for fighting in murder balls, flag fighting. I mean, I usually just play on medium when I'm fighting in war, because if you play in higher seed, you don't want to play at all in high. I assume that's what you mean. Yes, sir. Differences in them for fighting in murder balls, flag fighting, side skirmishes. Yeah, I'm a little unclear, Luda, sorry, but I assume you mean these on the side. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Yeah, I'm not sure, Luda, entirely. Styles, okay, gotta go for 20 minutes. I'll catch the stream when you get back to know how far you spent. But a question, how many crystals you spent last KVK? I think at the end of KVK, I spent 80 mil. At like the end of KVK, like the 3 days after KVK ends, I had spent 83 mil. So I spent an initial 3 mil. Yeah, larger camp stops you here. So not the most, but yeah, 83 mil after Lost Kingdom like sort of closed. Like that was the last time I saw like my chronicles and like all the like this stuff. So like before, where is it? The Crusader achievements. So 83 mil after KVK ended, like the last 3 days was my last crystal spent. But like before KVK ended, like before this time ended, I was at 80 mil. So I did get to 80 mil. Mobile has a ton more options. Yeah, but honestly, I don't think mobile is the best for playing in war. So I understand why people play mobile, but it's not for me, so. You have more options. I don't want to log on my phone now because it'll disconnect me, but yeah. I mean, I don't think it's really good to play phone for war, but you can, I guess. I cannot handle playing phone for war though, so. Oh, over here. But yeah, this is normally how I do tech for free to play. Larger camps 3. Oh my god, it's tedious. I'm pretty sure I approximated how much I needed. This is all the crystal I'm gonna get for a while. I mean, there's a few more in here, but this is really all the crystal I get without buying pop-ups or anything. So that's it. But yeah, Ludo, I'll check on mobile maybe a little later, because I don't play on mobile that much except just to like send out my farmers. I don't fight at all on mobile anymore. I fought on mobile like in my KVK 1 and that was it. After that, no more mobile. So we can go here. Yeah, I hate all the prerequisites for SOC, like this stuff. Oh, where's the gold chest at? You actually just missed it, but they were there. I mean, I don't want to scroll all the way down, but I did click through like a bunch. You can check my VIP, so... this is 2 days worth of VIP, so... I have no idea how much that is, like 10k? I don't know. This is 2 days worth, not 1 day worth also. Change the skin back. Hey, there's my boy. What's Chisel doing? Is Chisel chaining? No, he's not. Ain't no way Chisel's chaining. I work on the road a lot. That is why I like these mobile games. Oh, that's cool. Work on the road. I don't know. I just got into it during the COVID days, and then ROK PC came out, and then the rest is sort of history for me. But yeah, that's cool if you work on the road and play the game. But I'm curious, like how do you position on like phone? It feels like so much more. It's a lot harder to click, I think, on phone than compared to PC. That's my opinion, at least. More. No, Chisel mainly talks in our Kingdom Discord. He doesn't talk in Alliance chat. So like on Discord, we have like our Kingdom chat in Discord. He talks there, but he doesn't really he doesn't really talk here, I'd say. Yeah, I don't think I've seen like a single message from him. He does like rallies and stuff I see pop up, but he doesn't really talk in game. I gotta kill this march. Let me just march it back. Oh, we're at the 2-hour march mark. So what I was gonna do? Is this done? Yeah. I might just go to Photo stream now. Let me see. Photo stream. Yeah. You know what? It's been 2 hours. I've done my due diligence. I think I'm gonna go to Photo stream and sort of chill there for now. I'll probably stream like every 2 or 3 days from now because KVK's on and that's more interesting. But yeah, you'll see me in Photo stream. Also, there's like a few people in our Kingdom Discord I want to talk to, so I see Bus Driver also there. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll probably be on like every 2 to 3 days just streaming. You can see like my tech also. I'll be working on my tech of course every day, and you can sort of see my progression. I'll maybe even create like a Google Doc or something where I share like my tech day by day, so you can see like how free to play sort of progresses, sadly. So but yeah, I will end it here. Yeah, go to Ploto stream if you want. I'll be there because Ploto's in our VC and I want to join him, talk to him also. So thanks for the people that tuned in. Oh, Fury Games, I'm sorry.